As the nation's 8th largest city, San Diego has the 4th largest homeless population.
And with the number of homeless people only growing each year, the crisis is seemingly only getting worse. And joining us now with the steps needed to achieve a possible future without homelessness is head of the San Diego Rescue Mission, Donnie Dee. Donnie, thank you for being here.
Good to be with you guys.
For the viewers out there who don't know, tell us about the San Diego Rescue Mission and what you do in the community.
We are a private faith-based organization in downtown San Diego, been serving San Diegans experiencing homelessness for about 75 years, started as a soup kitchen, and over time moved into more of a rehabilitation program. I think leadership 20, 30 years ago saw that we were serving the same people every night, and so we wanted to do more than a meal. There's certainly a place for that, but for our organization, we really got into the rehabilitation side of things. So we take people in for a year at a time, 12 months. We call our program Mission Academy. We have a 360-bed facility in downtown San Diego. They live with us, and we guarantee them if you work the program, we'll eliminate your homelessness forever.
As someone who has worked with this population for a long time, what do you think is working? What do you think doesn't work when it comes to the homeless population, as this problem seemingly has gotten worse and worse over the years?
Well, I'm out in the community a lot, just speaking and sharing, and I think most San Diegans are somewhere between bothered and brokenhearted, and everything in between. And I think as we look at what's going on in our streets and in our cities and our sidewalks, the problem's gotten worse. We're in the middle of a humanitarian crisis, and what's working is, I think there's a lot of good service providers out there that really care. It's a bit overwhelming right now because I think there's bad policy. Housing First is a mistake, and Housing First suggests that homelessness is just a housing issue, and let's get you into a house and that's going to solve everything. Well, they've got some things that most people living on the streets, they really need to work through. It's not just the addiction, it's trauma and things that have happened to them and things that they've done, and so you got to address that. Homelessness is not a housing issue, it's a heart issue, and what we believe at the San Diego Rescue Mission is if we can address the issues of the heart, we can really change their homelessness. So what's working? A lot of good people that are doing some good work. What's not working? Lack of coordination, the existence of redundancy among service providers, the lack of referrals. I think municipalities, they don't have enough time with all the other issues that they have going on to really spend on this issue, even though every mayor would tell you this is my #1 issue. I just think they lack time. There's plenty of resources and there's plenty of services, but we got to do a better job in San Diego on behalf of the people living on the streets to get our act together and provide them help that works.
You know what, it is a complex issue, as you said. It's not just housing or more affordable housing. How does, mental health and substance abuse play into all of this?
Well, anybody living on the streets is dealing with some level of mental health. Well, we believe that, and whether they're severely mentally ill or whether they just are finding themselves in a tough spot where they're just not thinking clearly. Addiction is a big part of that. We believe that about 76% of the people experiencing homelessness are dealing with some kind of addiction. Those things have to be addressed. Can't just give somebody a rent subsidy. Can't just put somebody inside and hope that they're going to figure that out through case management. Those things need to be addressed, and unfortunately we don't have a lot of services for the severely mentally ill. And my concern is that if we don't begin to really be proactive in solutions for people experiencing homelessness, then the severely mentally ill population is only going to grow, because you don't get healthier sleeping on the streets. You get unhealthier. Your mental health deteriorates. Your physical health deteriorates. Your spiritual climate deteriorates. And I'm concerned about that if we don't get our act together and begin to do some things differently, which is what I proposed in our op-ed.
It seems like there's so many proposals, ideas, and things coming up over the years. What's your take on injection programs like we see up in San Francisco, trying to keep, I guess, clean opportunities for people who might be using drugs either way, and also on the barracks shelter plan that would be the city's largest?
Yeah, I think with the barracks, I'm not sure where that's at. I do know that the mayor and the city manager came out a few weeks ago and said they wanted to open a 1,000-bed facility. I am 100% in support of that. I think the city's got to do some things differently. Those sprung structures that we set up are not a solution. I've been to rescue missions all over the country, and we're one of the few big cities that are putting their homeless in tents, going from a small tent to a big tent. They're portable toilets, they're portable showers. We're feeding them through little snack packs, and to me, it's just not a solution that's going to ultimately work. And so I am in favor. I'm not sure where the H barrack is, but the facility that they want to open up right outside downtown for the 1,000 beds, we are completely supportive of and think that'd be a good next step. With regard to what San Francisco is doing, I really don't know much about that, and can't really comment on that as it relates to San Diegans.
You know, it's really just finding a long-term solution, because we can't just do the quick fixes and put people in place. Donnie, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it very much. And please come back. Let us know if anything has happened. The San Diego Rescue Mission. We just enjoyed having you. Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me.